Hi all, welcome back to my channel and our kayaking adventures. On December 28th, we headed to the Pelican Island National Wildlife Refuge to check out an area of the Indian River we had not yet visited. We paddled across that Indian River to explore some spoiler islands and had quite the adventure as dolphins crossed our path. Join us as we paddle and explore Florida's intracoastal waterway, and be sure to watch until the end of the video to know one of our recommended places to pick up some good seafood. First off, if you do enjoy this video, be sure to show us by clicking that like button. And if you're new to this channel, consider subscribing. We put in the water about 10:30 a.m. The temperature was a cool 63 degrees. It was mostly cloudy, with a few darker clouds and rain to the south of us. We'd hoped that the rain would stay over there and not interfere with our adventure. We had no plans on which way we were going to paddle. We just figured we would just explore and let the adventure find us. The spoil islands on this side of the Indian River weren't conducive for a kayak landing, and some of them were off limits because they were designated bird sanctuaries. We decided we would paddle across the Indian River and check out some of the spoil islands on the other side. Pelican Island National Wildlife Refuge is part of the Everglades Headwaters National Wildlife Refuge Complex, located just off the western coast of Orchid Island in the Indian River Lagoon, east of Sebastian, Florida. The refuge consists of a 3-acre island that includes an additional 2.5 acres of surrounding water and is located off the east coast of Florida in the Indian River Lagoon. Established by an executive order of President Theodore Roosevelt in 1903, Pelican Island was the first national wildlife refuge in the United States. It was created to protect egrets and other birds from extinction through plume hunting. Pelican Island National Wildlife Refuge holds hundreds of species of animals, including birds, fish, plants, and mammals. The wetlands of Pelican Island are a majority ecological system, supporting huge biological diversity. 15 of the federally listed protected and endangered species live in Pelican Island National Wildlife Refuge and around the Indian River Lagoon. As we made our way across the Indian River, we saw some dorsal fins off in the distance. Oh, shark! There you go. After a brief encounter with the dolphin, it was time to paddle on toward the spoiler islands on the west side of the Indian River. We were curious what we would see and hopeful we might find some nice shells to bring back for some craft projects. Stopping off at these spoiled islands, it is interesting because you never know what you'll encounter. Some are like little rest areas for paddlers, set up with picnic tables for you to enjoy a snack after a long paddle. Some are designated camping spots. Others are just great to explore. There were several here for us to check out, and if we were lucky, perhaps we would see another dolphin encounter as we island hopped. A spoil island is a man-made island often created as a byproduct of channel dredging. In an effort to promote boating and commerce throughout Florida over the years, countless channels have been dredged through the state's intercoastal waterway to provide enough depth for vessels to travel. The material dredged up during the process is called spoil, and while it's usually transported to upland storage sites nowadays, in the past it was the practice to deposit these spoil piles along the edge of the channels as the dredging operations progressed along. When these piles got big enough, they'd break the water's surface and become spoil islands. Some of these islands have designated camping areas with picnic tables and fire rings, and each island has its own charm. Campfires are allowed, but must be contained to the fire rings. Fires are prohibited during local or statewide fire bans. There are no restroom facilities on any of the islands, and visitors must pack out their own trash. On weekends, you'll often find boaters using these islands for picnics and sandbar parties. The islands are managed by the State Florida Department of Environmental Protection, the same folks who manage Florida state parks. After checking out some of the spoiled islands on the west side of the Indian River, we started to head back toward Pelican Island National Wildlife Refuge, but made a slight detour at Paul's Island. Not all spoiled islands have names, and the origin of some of these names is mostly unknown. I have no idea who Paul is and why he has a spoiled island named after him, but if you're a local and you have an idea why, put it in the comments. After another fun-filled kayaking adventure, it was time to treat ourselves with some fresh seafood from Clayton's Crab Company, which is located on US 1 in Rockledge, Florida. We ordered some crab legs and some shrimp, which we took home and ate. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed our adventure on the Indian River. Be sure to let us know by hitting that like button. And since you made it this far, why not go ahead and subscribe? I'll have plenty more kayaking videos coming your way. Be sure to drop a comment letting us know what you thought of this video. Check us out on Instagram and Facebook. Until the next time, hope to see you out on the water someday.